Monday is Mondaying. Here we go. Can you guys hear me well? No, no. I'm having some tech. What the world is happening right now? I cannot hear. Hold on, guys. uh, Yeti. I don't know why you guys cannot hear me well. Are you guys? Hello, hello, hello. Are you guys able to hear me? Because I cannot hear. We hear you? Hey, spells. Monday is why is my Mondays just always hectic and crazy? Like I don't understand. My glasses look crazy right now. I don't know what's happening. Everything is just insane and process. Today is Monday. We're here, okay? Good morning, everybody. Grand Rising. My glasses is all over the place. I'm shuffling around. Technology is technologying. Hey, Miss Dolores, hello there. How are you? Lolita, hello there. How are you? Teresa, Janicia, hello there. Hello, hello, hello. I was about to get ready to type my name and say hello, Savage True Crime with Savage Royalty. It's just a lot going on. Hello, Spells. Hello there. King's Kid. Hello. Hi. Hey, True Wrecking Crime, the real books. You look beautiful. Thank you. I'm just all over the place. Hey, Nessa. I am just all over the place. My glasses is just, we're just going to let everything just process and breathe again. And what Tony say? And breathe again. Let me breathe. All righty. All right, y'all. So today we're going to be getting into Am I loud? Can you guys hear me well? All righty. I think we're good. All right. Am I nice and clear for everybody? Just let me know because in my ear it sounds crazy, but maybe it's clear on you guys' end. But today we have a lot to go over. Okay. First thing, we have to get into this case of this woman that left her children in the home in order for her to go lay up with a man. That's the first thing. Then we're also going to get into who's going to win $50 today. I think some of you guys have forgot that you guys are y'all are in the raffle for last month's engagement. So we're going to run it back because you guys are commenting it up. Miss Dolores, Evangelist, a lot of you guys names was really repetitive. So I do want to run it back. This month, we're going to do either an option of Bath and Body Works for women. And for the fellas, if the fellas win, then they'll just get some type of a cash card, whether it be PayPal, Apple Pay, or something like that. Okay. For the fellas, unless you want to get your significant other, or maybe yourself some Bath and Body Works, because I know they sell men's stuff too, you can get it as well. But if you do not want it, you can then do the option of the card. All righty. So that's what's going to be today's this month's raffle giveaway. Now, the way the giveaway works is all you have to do is engage under my post or my videos, just like last month. Engaging under my videos, that means not live videos, guys, posting. So my replayers, you guys have a higher chance to win because you guys are already watching the replay. So listen closely. Don't just stare at the screen. Actually comment so that y'all can get a chance to win something. Okay. So that is on my Instagram, my Facebook, my YouTube after show, and then as well as the blog on the spaces or my website. That is how you can enter by simply engaging and commenting under those posts. Okay. I think Dolores won. You think Dolores won? Who y'all think won? Comment who y'all think. Men use certain Bath and Body Works candles for their room sprays. Yes. And that's why I said if they want, they can definitely get the Bath and Body Works if they like. But I know some men are like, I don't want that. That's, you know how men are. I don't want no Bath and Body Works. That's for women. You know how they is. And then you have some fellas that are aware that they do have candles, fellas, and things that you guys can use for your home. Okay. Just in case y'all didn't know that. But yes, you do get a $50 Bath and Body Works gift card. Or if you want for the fellas, you get an option to just get you some type of cash card. Well, all you got to do is engage Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, website, or spaces. Okay. That's how you do it. Alrighty. Are you guys ready for this story? This lady right here, if I was able to get my paws on her, I'm sorry, guys. I cannot say that, can I? But the woman in me really, really really feel some type of way about this case right here. And I think that this is a woman right here that put her man before anybody. Janicia said, I think Dolores won. When I say Dolores has been very much, I'm going to win this $50. She's been commenting on anything that, but she already comments under every post, even after the live, y'all. Okay. That's one thing that she has been doing way before raffles even started. Way before I even took a break, she has been doing that. So it ain't really changed. It's just that now she's all over. Miss Dolores is all over. She's like, I am getting this and I don't care. All right, yeah. So this woman right here, she chose to go be with a man. She basically would leave her two small children in the home alone while she go lay up and love on a man. Okay, her 2-year-old daughter ended up passing away within the midst of this. Meanwhile, she's in jail acting delusional, as if she didn't know what was going on. The man in which she was with says that he didn't even know nothing about no children being at the house, which I don't believe. Okay, there is no way that you didn't know that this woman have a whole house with kids in it. Not only kids, little kids. Okay, unless you're just that desperate and destitute to disregard the fact. But I don't believe that this man didn't know. Okay, I just don't believe. You had to see her out somewhere with kids. Kids had to be mentioned somewhere. Something had to go, unless this woman just absolutely disregarded the fact that she had children. That's the only way I would give him the benefit of the doubt. The only way. But for her to, you mean to tell me he never took the time to go into her house or nothing? So let's get into the details of the case. We're going to listen to what he has to say. Well, we're going to listen to him talking to her while she's in jail, because he was actually on the run at one point in time, attempting to flee from all of this by stating that he knew nothing about it. All righty. So let's get into it. So, in a heartbreaking case of neglect out of Indianapolis, Indiana, has escalated to murder after a 2-year-old girl was frozen to death. Okay, she was found frozen to death in a dangerously unheated and unsanitary home. Okay, so the woman's name is Chantel Gardner. All right, this is what the baby was left to sleep in. Okay, this is the house that this child and her sibling was forced to live in, while the mother was probably somewhere cleanly laid up at this man's house. Okay, this is the mother here. Okay, Chantel and Skylar. Now, she would basically leave the children in order for her to go and sleep with the men, and the men would be and the children would be left in this house alone. Okay. So, Chantel Gardner, who is 33, was initially charged with child neglect charges, but now faces 1 count of murder and 1 count of neglect of a dependent, resulting in serious bodily injury, following the tragic death of her daughter, whose name is Skylar Gardner. So, court documents did reveal the disturbing details of the child's final moments in a home described as hazardous and extreme filth. Okay, where there was human waste inside of the house. And within there was food everywhere and diapers and all of that, all just laying outside in the floors of the home. So, according to the investigation, Gardner had routinely left her children alone for extended periods of time, often spending nights at her boyfriend's house, while her 2 young children, Skylar and her 4-year-old older brother, were left to fend for themselves. So, on January the 25th, at approximately 6:30 p.m., Gardner had dialed 911 to report that she had found Skylar unresponsive and cold to touch under a bedroom dresser. So she claimed that she had returned to her apartment to feed her children when she had discovered that Skylar was not moving, prompting her to call for help. So when the emergency responders had arrived, they had found Skylar had already passed away. Rigor mortis had already set in, indicating that she had been dead for some time. Doctors had later determined that she had hypothermia as likely to be her cause of death. So the horrific living conditions. So a walkthrough of the home had revealed some deplorable conditions, including trash, human feces, rotten food scattered all throughout the apartment, steak knives and hazardous objects left out on the floor, feces smeared on the walls. The temperatures inside the home had ranged from 46 to 51 degrees. Despite freezing temperatures outside, Skylar's little body had showed patterned bruising and bite marks, which authorities suspect were caused by previous stages of abuse. So A large puncture wound in her neck was also attributed to a rodent post-mortem. That means that rats had began to eat at the child, y'all. And her stomach contents included hair and feces, which highlighted extreme neglect that she had endured. So her mother admits to the chronic neglect. So after her Miranda rights was given to her, Gardner had confessed to the police that she had knowingly neglected her daughter. She admitted that she frequently left the children alone for more than 24 hours, only returning once a day to provide food. She also stated that she had not bathed her son in nearly 2 weeks, and that she stopped taking them out in public altogether, out of fear that others would notice the signs of neglect. So Gardner also acknowledged that the apartment had no working heat, but deliberately avoided requesting repairs because she didn't want anyone to discover the horrific living conditions that the children had to live in. So she tried cleaning the walls and maintaining things, but it became too overwhelming, is what she states. Eventually, she did abandon the home altogether because of the overwhelming stench. So the boyfriend was also arrested for covering up her crimes. So Gardner's boyfriend, Brian Thomas, was also arrested and charged with 2 counts of assisting with the criminal after allegedly lying to the police during the investigation. He confirmed that Gardner rarely had her children with her, saying that she only brought them to the home once a week. So Gardner is currently being held without bond at the Marion County Jail, while Thomas was released on a $6,000 bond in order to remain under home detention with GPS tracker. Under the dresser. Under the dresser is where this baby was found at. Under the dresser. And you had to, and this is how I know that you left this baby there for a long time. Okay. Even after she was gone, because rats began to eat at her and rigor mortis had already set in. So Lord knows how long it's been since you have actually checked on your children. We don't know. It could have been days, weeks, for all we know, that you actually checked on your children. Your children had feces and hair in her stomach. That means that because there was no food, the child had began to eat what was laying around the house because you wanted to lay up with a man. And that is the only excuse. Okay. There is no other excuse for this. The only excuse is she wanted to be so badly hugged up with this man. It would have never gotten overwhelming in the first place if you took time to take time away from him and put time into your children. It would have never gotten overwhelming. But because you were spending most of your day over there, by the time you come back, the dirt gets more and more. Feces is all over the place. Food is all over the floor. Things get worse because you are not there. So of course, over time, over weeks, over months, it's going to get overwhelming. But it would have never happened that way if you would have taken time to go. Matter of fact, not even take time. If you would have just been with your kids, because your kids ain't even old enough for you to go take time to go stay with nobody and leave them home by themselves. Ain't no time for that. So there is even no time for that because you were supposed to be at home. That's where you were supposed to be, at home. People have no love nor time for their children, should put them up for adoption. Yeah, but I'm one that believes that not everybody deserves children. And I really wish that society would accept that. That is something that I'm really praying that one day we wake up and realize that everyone doesn't deserve them. They just don't. I'm just yes, yeah, women have the functions to do it, but I don't think that all of them have the capabilities within to handle it. Honestly. And I'm with you with the fact of people have to accept the fact there are people that know you're not mentally stable to have children. You know you're not. You know your priorities is not together. You know things that needs to be in order is not in order. You know it. So why have children? Why have one? Why have two? And if you have one and know that that one was messed up because of you, why would you go along and have another one? So now you have a 2-year-old that is deceased and a 4-year-old is left with the trauma of watching their 2-year-old sibling eat feces and die under a dresser. So now we have one dead child and one that is left with trauma because of a mother who wasn't built to have children in the first place, because of a mother who couldn't accept the fact that she wasn't built. And I really wish that society would make it a normal thing for people to say, you know what? I can't do it. I don't have the capabilities to do this. I don't have the tools. So I'm gonna give you a prime example of what I mean. There was a woman sometime last year. I think she had about 4 or 5 kids. Some of y'all probably remember, where she decided that she did not want her to take care of her children. Okay. She said it was just too much for her. And what she did was she took every single one of them and she dropped them off at CPS. A lot of people attack this woman for this decision. When she is telling you, I am not capable of handling these children. I'm not mentally stable enough to care for my children. People attacked her. People drug her. People called her a neglectful mother. People called her a deadbeat. People said that she chose herself over her children. Listen here. I would prefer that she accept that than attempt to do it, and we end up in a situation like this. I really couldn't judge that woman because there are so many that try so hard to dress it up as if they got it all together when it comes to parenting, and they don't. And then something like this happens, right? And so they attempt to, fix it all up and band-aid things, and over time it just gets worse. I really want people to accept that if you don't have it and you're not equipped, just say that. There are so many women and men that will take your children and care for them as if they birthed them. Yes, CPS system is flawed. Yes, we had a whole show about that. But I guarantee you that if we had more people to accept the fact, listen, I can't take care of these kids, we wouldn't have so many that die. We wouldn't have so many that die, guys, if people are able to accept that. Make it a normalcy to say, I just don't have it. Like, I'm just not mentally stable enough. Okay. Now, this man that she is with is basically, at one point in time, it was, I didn't know that she had children. Then he's telling investigators something totally different. He's lying to them. This lets me know that from the jump, you knew that she had children. You didn't care that she had children. And ladies, let me tell you something. A man, a real one, a real man, a man with dignity, more morals and respect, he's not going to allow you to stay with him if you don't take care of your kids. Only a bum will allow you to stay with them, sleep with them, lay up with them, and you have children that are starving in the house. Real men are not allowing you to do that. A real man will put you out, stop talking to you, when he realizes that you do not properly take care of your children. So for this man to be able to sit around knowing that she has 2 children, and he didn't stop to say, wait, you can't be here. Where's them babies at? That lets me know a lot about him. A whole lot. My grandmother raised my aunt's first son. My grandma raised me. And it's because my mama had me when she was young. And my mama knew that she did not have the functions to be able to fully take care of me when she was coming up. She got pregnant with me when she was 16 and had me when she was 17. So over time, as I got older, I ended up living with my grandma. Hey, considering I ended up living with my grandma. My mother was always in my life, always around, It's not like she was missing, but that's just not who I stayed with. That because my grandmother gave me more so of a stability for me to not have to move pillow to post and move around with my mama from this person and that person. And that's okay. For a woman to be able to say, listen, I love my baby, I swear, but I need help, or I have to accept the fact that I cannot do this. And I don't even think that it's the fact that this woman couldn't do it. I just don't think that. I think that this was a desperate woman that disregarded her children for the love of a man. And it's just that simple. That's honestly how I see it. Because if she's able to sit down with the investigators and explain how things went left, that lets me know that you mentally know that what you were doing was wrong. We're about to get ready to listen to the calls that she made from jail, which is going to make it make sense of why I say she knew what she was doing. For her to say she stopped taking the kids out because of the embarrassment and things of that nature, she didn't want people to see, how the children look. You knew what you were doing. You just didn't care. You chose the man. Real men will step up. They will step up. What you need, baby? What like I like you. I really like you as a woman. I do. But in order for you to be with me, those children have to be together. What do you need? Diapers? What do you need for them? For you to, because that's a requirement for you to be with me. Do you need help with something? Where's your family? Do you have grandma? Where's grandma's auntie? If you don't have anybody, just let me know that, and I will be able to assist you in the best I can. But to be with me all day and you have those babies, no, ma'am, you cannot do that. That's how a real man is going to handle it. All this man cared about was having someone to lay up with, and that's it. He didn't care about nothing else. Because I don't even know how they slept in peace with two children, a 4-year-old at a house alone. I don't even know how they slept. I really don't. All righty, guys, let's listen to this call. All right. So in this phone call, and please let me know if you guys are able to hear it clearly. All right. In this phone call, he's going to be on the phone with her, and she's basically explaining, why she did what she did, how she was embarrassed. And if you guys can hear it well, please let me know in the comments so that if not, I can adjust it. Okay. Hold on, guys. It's not coming. Hold on. I don't know why it's not playing. Can you guys hear it? Okay. You can't hear it? Or no, guys? Let me know. See, this is the technical difficulty I was having earlier. Mr. Dolores, you're saying no. I'm seeing Lolita saying yes. Nothing. Okay, hold on. One second.
when I talk to the detectives, I'm like, I don't know why they keep. When I talk to the detectives, I'm like, I don't know why they keep including you. When I told TT, I told him, I said, I don't know why they keep including him. I said, had I not, called him to come get seen, like he wouldn't even be a part of this shit.
I mean, I get that. You feel me? Like somebody need to be there for Saint, but they, it's these motherfuckers on social media, and it's this motherfucker sending me shit like, this nigga knew. How could this nigga just clearly let her lay up over there knowing that the kid is over there? I'm like, nigga, she know for a fact I would have got on her motherfucking ass if, nigga, that was the motherfucking case. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm mad at you, because you could have fucking told me this shit. You could have told me this shit.
I was embarrassed. Like, I was trying to make it like I had shit together. Like, I thought I had shit together. I really thought I had shit together. Like, I was trying to get shit together. Like, there wasn't a point in time. Like, I know there'd be times where you would ask and you'd be like, you okay?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you recall, like, but like that long now, he was like, you okay? That's the shit that was on my mental when you was asking.
When I was asking you, was you okay?
Yeah. Nothing like, I'm alright, I'm cool. Or like the day when you had ordered the food, I was like, fuck, best friend just texted me about the Pampers.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I had a moment right there. I was like, fuck, I need to go check on them like that. And that was just me going to go check on them. Type shit, you feel me? Like, because I knew, like, it was just like spurts, or it'd be times where I just felt like I needed to get back to, you feel me? Like my goal was to get shit together. Like, I told them, like, she said she seen the cleaning supplies, but like, I told her, like, that Thursday, but she was trying to be an asshole, but she was like, well, how do I know those weren't for Brian's house? And I'm like, Brian and his brother cleaned their own house. You feel me? Like, wow. And if it was for Brian, why wouldn't I just take it to his house?
Exactly.
Like that shit. Like, I was trying to get that shit together. I told her to look at my text messages when me and best friend were texting, and I asked for the pediatrician phone number. Looked through my call records where I was calling Dr. Fisher. I didn't want you to feel like I was rushing shit, but in a way I was like rushing shit, you feel me? So I could get them in a better environment. Because I knew that environment wasn't safe or clean for them. Like,
but anyway, even when I did see the babies, like, for a fact, like, even if that was the case, when you was spending the night over here, like, you could have brought them. You could have brought them, nigga. If anything, if push came to shove, I would have paid for daycare.
You already had a lot on your plate.
It don't matter, though. Them babies come before the bullshit I got going on. I would rather have had paid to put them in daycare than figure it out like this. You said what?
I said I didn't want to be a burden.
But still, though, sweetheart, you gotta, you had to move a little bit different, like.
I know.
Huh? Yeah.
Just went in the room and I seen her and I picked her up and I took her. I had just bought some Gatorade. I was trying to get her to drink Gatorade because like her eyes was like they was like still rolling. So I'm like, maybe she's still, you feel me?
Yeah.
And after I had called you to tell you to come get Saint, so I brought her to the hospital. I had called 911 and they told me to give her CPR. But I just couldn't. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I didn't want to hurt her.
Yeah.
I just felt like my best friend was getting her to the hospital, but as you saw when I took.
Excuses. Both of them. Excuses. That's all I heard was a bunch of excuses that does not make sense. Nothing logical is coming out of either one of their mouths, y'all. Nothing. Nothing logical. Okay. So because there are people saying, well, he did not know. He knew. He knew. Okay. He knew. Neither one of them cared. He knew. Okay. If he's in a video, if he's in an audio saying if the babies needed diapers and this, that, and the third, you knew what the babies needed because you knew she had kids. And you also knew that she didn't have the kids with someone responsible while she was over there with you. You knew. They didn't care. That woman was just desperate for love, and she probably would have had a child by him and did the same thing with his child when she wanted to date someone else. True. That's all she wanted. All she wanted was a man. That's all I hear. I was I didn't want to tell you I was embarrassed. I didn't want to overwhelm you. So you put even in this phone call, you are putting the feelings of this man over your children. I didn't want to overwhelm you. You had a lot going on. So you overwhelmed your child and one is dead. So even in this 4-minute video, you're proving what many people are saying, that you put him before your child. I didn't want to overwhelm you and tell you this, or I didn't want you to, I was embarrassed and da da da. Everything that you said was basically in your protection and your love for him and a disregard for your children. Her focus was him and him only. The children was never her focus. Never her focus at all. As long as she was with, I hope they make you sit down for all your life. I really do. I really hope that I just want them to really make you sit for a good little bit. And this how I know he don't care. Why are you talking to her? Why is you on a cell on a jail call? I wouldn't even be able to talk. I wouldn't even be able to have nothing to say to her. Why are you even having a conversation with this woman after all of this? I don't get it. That's how I know you didn't care. Because communication would have stopped. Not only did her actions cause her to lose her child, but her actions has put you in jail. Why are you still even in communication? Is it to protect yourself and to prove to us that you didn't know, or what was the point of this? Because he's the one that released the videos. Okay. I guess he wanted us to know that he didn't know that it was as bad as it was. You knew that she was spending the most of her time with you. You knew that she had kids. Not one question in your mind say, hey, where the babies? How the babies doing? You never walked in her house? You never seen what her house looked like? What did she tell you the reason was that you couldn't come to her home? Because this tells me that you've never been to the home. And even if you did, you didn't care about the conditions of it. Because the way that this house looks right here, it's been like this for a good little while. Either you haven't been there in a good little while, or when you seen it and it was messed up, you disregarded it and still chose to lay up with her. So many kids have been dying because of their parents' choices, and that is true. And many times it's a parent that could simply say, I need help. I need parents to understand something. It's okay. We have this thing in society, y'all, where parents, mothers, fathers, like to fix it up as if their life is all together when it comes to parenting. I need parents to be able to accept the fact you just don't have it together, and that's okay. Okay? That's okay. It's okay to say, listen, I don't know how to do this. Can you show me? I've never experienced this before. What do you think? I need some advice on this because I've never, had to go through this before. It's okay to say that. It's okay to pick up the phone and say, I need help. But we live in a society where parents are forced to dress it up as if they have it all together. And a lot of times, admit that you need help. That's all you have to do. There are so many men and women that are looking for people to help, believe it or not, especially when it's kids involved. It's okay to say that. Don't worry about what society thinks. Don't worry about what your friends think. Don't worry about what people the stares you may get. Don't worry about that. As long as you are protecting your children and you're making sure that you're putting your best foot forward, that's all that matters. And a person, a grown adult, is not going to laugh at you. A mature grown adult is not going to laugh that you need help. A mature grown adult is either going to help you or point you into the directions of help. Only an immature child is going to laugh at you asking for help or simply not understanding. Wait, two adults? No, she lived there, but she would leave the kids in that space. So the kids was left in that trashy area alone. The 2 and a 4-year-old was left in this. Okay. While her and him would be with him. But the kids was left to stay in this. Days days on end. And as they said, it was feces all over the floor. It was just food everywhere. The children had hair, and the child had hair and feces in her stomach, which means that she possibly was eating it or something, trying to survive. Meanwhile, you're on the phone from jail talking about pizza. Did the pizza ever get delivered? Both of y'all need to do some time in jail. I don't even know why he's out. She's locked up. Yeah, she's locked up, but he is out on bond, which I don't know why. You need to be in jail too, because no, the whole society has problems. We should be okay with asking for help. Exactly. But that's the thing, people, truly. Like, we are living in a day, y'all, where you will get judged for simply saying, I don't understand. Or I need help. Like, you will get judged for that. Now, I'm also with the chop up swerve entertainment. I'm with you, okay? About the father thing, okay? I would love to know where the father was at, because you over here with a man that didn't care about his kids. I would love to know how the father truly wanted, if the father wanted to be in these children's life. And I would hope that you wasn't one of those women that did that, okay? Didn't allow him to see the children. And here we are, because you was chasing a man that didn't care to see your kid at all. I would love to know. I really want to know where the dad was in this. Was he interested in being a father or not? Because if not, you could be held responsible too, because you should have been playing a role. But I definitely would want to know the background on that, because that's very much important. Was the father asking to see his kids? Was the father asking for visitation? Was the father wanting to pick the kids up for weekends? Why are those things important? Because when you were stopping him, if you were stopping him from doing so, they could have been with their daddy while you was over here with this man. Where the daddy at? I would love to know where the father at. I haven't seen anything about him speaking out as of yet, so I don't know. But if I see anything, I will definitely let you guys know if I do. But yes, this story right here, we're going to be keeping a very much close eye on it. This woman, and people will still find a reasoning to give her an excuse. Y'all know that, right? There are people that will look right at this story and say, well, maybe she was dealing with something, maybe her mental health wasn't okay, or maybe she just, it does get a little overwhelming. I'm going to say how I say all the time. And if you are a woman that can attest to this or have ever felt this before, then you understand why I cannot give her no breaks. There is a woman right now, okay, or in the past, okay, while she's at home with her children and she's trying to just go to the bathroom and have a shower in peace. There's a kid screaming for food. There's one jumping off the wall randomly, no reason. There's one that has intrusive thoughts that allows them to do just random things that makes her say, what the world? There's another one that's asking for snacks. There's another one that just can't seem to get right for nothing. She's overwhelmed, but she makes it work. Okay. And she has children that are pulling her in multiple different locations, and she's unable to just take a 5-second shower because of these kids. There's a woman right now that's possibly listening to me with a child that's taking a quick nap, and all she's trying to do is listen and take a quick shower before this child wake up. It can get a little bit overwhelming, but it doesn't mean that you neglect your children. Okay? There's a lot of women that do that. There's a lot of women where they just need a break. They find themselves going into the closet. Let me just get 5 minutes. I need 5 minutes. And they make it work. So that's why I cannot give her any chances with the whole overwhelm thing. Because if she was able to identify that there was a problem, she was able to identify that she can fix it. If she was able to get on the phone and tell him, I didn't want to be embarrassed by what people, that they was emaciated and they was small. She knew that they was emaciated and small. The house was unkept because it got overwhelming. She knew that it was unkept. So we can't use the excuse of this was a woman that maybe wasn't mentally there and wasn't, she just literally walked us through every mistake she made and her excuse behind it. That's why I cannot give her any chances. There are some people that they can get chances, but this ain't one. This house was straight trifling. This is past dirty. So I can't give her, not to mention, you walked in the house, walked out the house, walked in the house, walked out the house, and walked right to a man and left your kids there. I'm not giving her no chances. None. How they find the child? The child was she found the child. She walked in to go check on the children for her one time that she probably checks them in a few days. To find her daughter. Her daughter was under a dresser, frozen. Already, rigor mortis has already kicked in and rats had already begun to eat at her stomach. That lets you know how long that baby had been there. And something tells me that this baby has been there longer than a few days, y'all. And I'm going to tell you why I say this. It's a reason why she didn't want to be there no more. And I think it was because of the baby. I really don't believe that this baby was only deceased for a couple days. Just like 1 or 2 days? No. I think it was longer than that. And she couldn't face the fact of what happened, so she hid. And don't forget, she also said that she didn't take the kids out in public. I would like to know, when was the last time this baby was seen by the public? Whether it be grandma, auntie, whoever, dad. When was the last time that you guys physically seen this baby? Because something tells me that it's been longer than just a few days. I'm surprised she even called the cops after she found him deceased. Can't trust anything about this vile excuse of a woman. Nothing. That's what I'm saying. And the other child was forced to stay there because there's two. There was a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. The 4-year-old was forced to stay in the house with the baby, deceased. I swear, something is telling me that when they really get into this, y'all, this baby been there longer. Because there's a reason why she stopped. It's more to it than her just stopping. She didn't want to take them out in the public. And yeah, it's very possible that the reason why she no longer went back to this house was because her baby was there in the condition in it. Not just because it was overwhelming. I would love to know how long this baby was there. They're going to let us know. Being frozen would have delayed rigor mortis. How long? The real books. So do you think that the rigor mortis, the baby was already dead then, right? Is that what you're saying? So the rigor mortis would have had to kick in prior to her actually being frozen. You think? Is that what you're saying? If I'm understanding it correctly. You think she snapped and killed the baby? No, I think she left the baby there alone one day. Something happened and she went back to the house and she discovered the baby. Did she report the baby? That's the question. Did she report the baby as soon as she found the baby, and how long the baby been there? I think it's set in within a few hours, I think. It had to be more than a day or two. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, because y'all, when a body is cold, the rigor mortis doesn't set as quickly as like if it was hot. So I think this baby was here longer than just a few days. I do. We're gonna see though. We definitely gonna see. Alrighty, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Okay, we have a this week shows all the way up until Wednesday is already posted. So go ahead and set your reminders. Okay, go ahead and set your reminders as the polls as the shows for this week is already posted. All right, one show I think it's tomorrow is a man that actually killed both of his girlfriends. Thank you. He killed both of his girlfriends. All right. Now we're about to get ready. Who gonna win this money? Put one in the comments if you about to win some money. If you think you about to put some money, put the money emoji in the comments if you about to win some money. If you're watching the live right now and you think you about to win some money, please put some money in the comments. If you are watching the replay right now and you're waiting to see if you have been called, just wait, but still put some money in the comments. Because all my replayers, you guys have a higher chance of winning because you guys are watching replays. So whenever you are watching a replay, please make sure that you do comment so that you will be able to go into this month's engagements, okay? This is an engagement giveaway. So for those that missed it, if you engage on my Facebook, my Instagram, my website, savageroyalty.com, or the Spaces by Wix app, okay, you will then be entered into my engagement raffle, which closes at the end of this month. The one that we're about to spin the wheel for is for January, okay? If you do win, please make sure that you message me on my website or on the Spaces by Wix if you win, okay? Make sure that you tell me who you are and things of that nature. If you're going to be a winner from Bigo, I'm going to need you guys to send me your Bigo ID as well, okay? If you are watching from Bigo, please send your Bigo ID as well. If you are new over here, please make sure that you do put a 1 in the comments, as I do like to get to know my people. I am very engaging with everybody. So please make sure that you put a 1 in the comments so that I can speak and come from out there from hiding. All right. Y'all ready? Look at y'all sitting here waiting. Y'all ready? Yes, no. All these names. Hold on. I'm going to try to make it bigger. Gonna make it bigger. Hold on. Right. Okay, this is better. I know you guys, there's a lot of names up there. I think it's like 100. Let me see, y'all. It's like 180 something names up here, y'all. Like 180 something names. I did shuffle it up as well for everybody. I get nervous when I do this. One, nude. Hey, Amy. You are not new. All my newbies, there are going to be some people that are not new that want to be sitting with y'all and be new. I swear. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. The Chop Up Swerve. Hey, love. Thank you so much for tuning in. Dolores is not new. I mean, the Real Books. This is not a newbie. She want to sit with y'all so bad. The Real Books always want. Yeah, it's a lot. It's 180s. Now, some people names are they're like a lot of them, and it's because they engaged a lot. So some of my highest engagers was Evangelist. Dolores was a high engager. Those are my 2 top highest engaging people. Okay. So the way that you get on this is basically just engage under all of my posts across social media. Okay. Just engage. I'm kind of new. You kind of new. Hey, Amy. Are y'all ready? I get nervous when it's time for me to spin these wheels, y'all. I get so nervous. Y'all ready? Yes. I always get nervous. All right. Let's go. I'm about to spin it right now. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. I have 9. Okay. I Brown 68 If you do not respond within 24 hours, then I will spin the wheel again and give it to someone else. You must respond to me within 24 hours in order for you to win. Now, guys, when 10:57 tomorrow morning comes, if the person has not responded or let me know that they are the winner, then guess what? I'm going to come back here tomorrow and spin it again. We're going to get a winner off of this wheel. Okay. So I Brown 6859. Okay. I Brown 6859 is the person. And L Brown, I'm sorry. L Brown 6859. Alrighty, guys. That is the raffle. Okay. And that is how it's going to work every single month. Okay. Every single month. And that person is for sure from YouTube. So all my YouTube people, make sure that you please racking, not racking. Huh? Racking, not racking. Hey, Nessa. If you are, that's a YouTube person, I can tell by the name. Thank you, Shay. Yes, congratulations. Congratulations to the winner. Once again, for my newbies and for those that are here, okay? In order for you to win, simply engage, okay? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, my website, or Spaces. Simply comment. So, for example, after this show, go to the replay and comment. That's it, okay? Johanna, hey, love. Go to the replay and comment. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning in with True Crime with Savage Ray.